Well, I noticed something today. You ever notice something during the day and you think, I noticed that? Well, I was at the burger shed and Mort Dwydell is in there and he's, kind of perplexed, and he lets everybody know what he's feeling. There ain't no secrets with Mort. And he's kind of like, like that. I was like, hey, you okay, Mort? He goes, Tavin, I'm trying to figure out this exercise thing and try to eat better and just get healthy, kind of thing. I said, you're trying to figure it out, you say? He goes, yeah. He goes, like, I had a donut for breakfast this morning, apple fritter. And I was like, well, a donut or apple fritter? They're in the same family, but donuts like this, some of them apple fritters get the size of a newborn baby, He goes, well, that's apple fritter. Yeah, it sounds about a dinner plate. And I was like, okay. He goes, and I was thinking about that, like that might have been too much, but then I thought, well, at least I didn't eat like 3 pizzas and a bag of chips. You ever met anybody like that they say, in order to make themselves feel better about what they do, they find something way worse that at least they ain't doing? And he goes, I don't know, Tavin. I was gonna walk, like 3 miles today, but instead I just parked in the parking lot there and I walked inside from there. That's better than swallowing a razor blade, ain't it? And I said, well, what are you having for lunch? You told me what you had for breakfast. He goes, well, that's the thing, Tavin. I think I'm going to go ahead and get them onion rings. And then they got that new teriyaki chicken club sandwich here. I was like, I heard about that. And he goes, and then just like a large Dr. Pepper. I said, what size do you usually get, Mort? 2 extra larges usually. Bud offers free refills. Without missing a beat, Mort said, they don't refill them fast enough. So then that's where we're at this point, and Mort's like, so that's not bad. 1 large Dr. Pepper, that ain't as bad as 2 extra larges with free refills. That's pretty good. That's better than getting hit by a car or falling in a well, like baby Jessica. Mort, where are you coming from right now? Because them comparisons you finding that make you feel better ain't even on the chart of like regular people, I don't think. Speaking of taking care of yourself, Mort, tell me this. Are you drinking any milk? Boy, his eyes got wide. He goes, Tavin, I can't have no dairy. Do you know what it does for me if I get any milk? And I said, yeah, actually I do, Morton. I think everybody in town does. We heard this story before. And it's that thing that people get, when you can't have milk. Dairy trait mahogany, non-dairy strategery, dairy halt rosary, abrasion milk strategy, dairy gut no-no. I don't remember the name, but anyhow, Mort sure does. And I almost let him into telling that whole story. But we cut him off because Bud called his number. He kind of smiled at me, kind of sat down, and he looked at his food like that, like his tray, because he got them onion rings and that new chicken thing with all that side of bacon, that big old Dr. Pepper. He kind of looked back up at me, and his wheels were turning like this away. And he looked back down at that meal, and then he looked back up at me, and his wheels were turning like this away. And, he started feeling like maybe, reading in his eyes, like I can read people, and reading in his eyes, he's kind of like, maybe I'm not making very good progress with this meal. But then wheels kept turning kind of thing. The wheels kept going. You could see it in his eyes like that away. And then he looked back down at that meal one more time, back up at me, and he's just like, well, Tavin, you think about it, though. There's a lot better than getting bit in the neck by a tiger. And with that, he dug right in, finished that meal in a little while, and then had that long hike from the front door of the burger shed out to his car in the parking lot, getting them steps in.